Every morning, my neighbor stands at his window and waves when I leave for work. Today, he waved before I stepped outside. I hadn't even opened the door yet. I watched through the peephole as his arm moved slowly, deliberately. He didn't stop when I stayed inside. He just kept waving, eyes fixated on my door, smile locked in place. When I finally left, his window was dark. No one inside. Tonight, I saw the wave reflected in my own window instead. I missed my dentist appointment 3 weeks ago. I meant to call and reschedule, but I just never got around to it. This morning, I woke up with that chalky taste in my mouth, the fluoride kind. There's a small spot of blood on my pillow. When I looked in the mirror, my teeth were cleaner than they've been in years. There's a business card on my nightstand that wasn't there last night. It has my dentist's name on it. The appointment time written on the back is 3:47 a.m. That's when I woke up. I received an email forwarded from my own address. The timestamp says it was sent 3 days from now. The subject line is just my mother's maiden name. Inside is a photo attachment of my kitchen, taken from the doorway. I live alone. I checked the metadata of the photo. It was taken with my phone, but I never took this picture. There's someone standing by the refrigerator, but they're turned away. The figure is wearing my father's old jacket. He was buried in that jacket. The email has been marked as already read, but I only opened it just now. My apartment is on the 4th floor. I live alone and don't have a landline. This morning, I received a voicemail from an unknown number. When I played it, I heard my own voice from downstairs. It was me calling up the stairwell, asking myself to come down. I could hear the echo of the stairwell in the recording. The acoustics were exact. The message is 47 seconds long. I timed it. It takes 47 seconds to walk from my door to the ground floor. The voicemail was left while I was sleeping. Driving home on the empty highway, I saw someone sitting in my back seat reflected in the rearview mirror. I didn't hear the door open. I didn't feel the car shift. They just appeared, head tilted, watching me. I didn't dare turn around. When I finally pulled over and looked, the seat was empty, but the indentation of a body remained, slowly rising as if someone had just stood up. I opened a door in my house today that I swear wasn't there yesterday. Inside was a small, windowless room with a single chair facing the wall. On the wall, written in shaky handwriting, was my full name and today's date. I stepped back for a second. When I looked again, the chair had moved and was turned toward me. We've lived here for 6 years, and I've always known there were exactly 12 steps to the 2nd floor. I count them every night. It's just a habit that I can't break. But tonight, my foot landed on a 13th. It felt different, soft, yielding, and uncomfortably warm, like stepping on a giant sleeping tongue. I'm standing here in the dark, frozen because I can feel the step beginning to pulse under my weight. I don't want to look down, but I can hear the staircase starting to swallow. The digital clock on my microwave started counting down from 24 hours yesterday. I never set a timer, and now I can't cancel it. I unplugged the machine, but the red numbers stayed lit, glowing even brighter in the dark. Every time a minute passes, I feel a sharp, stabbing pain in my chest, as if a thread is being pulled too tight. There are only 10 minutes left now. I can hear the microwave humming, and the air in the kitchen is starting to smell like ozone and burning hair. The smoke alarm never goes off during the day. Only at night. Only after I fall asleep. I've replaced the batteries twice. I've cleaned it. I even unplugged it once, but the sound still came, shrill and panicked, dragging me out of my dreams. Last night I didn't wake up right away. I remember the beeping continuing inside the dream, rhythmic and urgent. When I finally opened my eyes, the alarm was silent. The air smelled wrong. Not smoke, more like warm breath. And the red light on the alarm blinked slowly, like it was counting something around me. My fitness app congratulated me this morning. Great job, you walked 3,842 steps while sleeping. I live alone. I lock my doors. At first I assumed it was just a glitch, until I checked the step graph. The movement started at 2:11 a.m., slow and careful, back and forth between my bedroom and the kitchen. I was asleep the entire time. Now I don't check the app anymore. I don't need to. Every morning my calves ache like I've been standing all night, and my bedroom carpet shows fresh wear on the side of the bed where I never sleep. The nanny cam was supposed to give me peace of mind while I rocked the baby to sleep, but when I replayed the footage from last night, I saw something that made my blood turn to ice. As I sat in the rocking chair, a third, gray, spindly hand reached out from the shadows beneath the seat. It spent 20 minutes gently stroking my hair, moving in perfect sync with the rocker. The worst part, in the video, I looked down at it, smiled, and whispered, "Thank you." I don't remember saying a word. I sealed off the spare room last year. Drywall, paint, the whole thing. There is no door there anymore. My cat disagrees. She sits in the hallway every night, ears flat, tail low, staring at the exact spot that the door used to be. Sometimes she paws at the wall gently, almost like she's knocking. Last night she hissed and backed away. I heard a soft click from inside the wall, like metal on metal. This morning, there's a thin line in the paint, a rectangle, perfectly door-shaped. My cat won't come down the hallway now. Neither will I. Not again. My apartment building has 12 floors. The elevator panel agrees. Buttons 1 through 12. Nothing else. But at night, when I'm alone, the elevator sometimes stops between 7 and 8. No chime, no announcement, just a soft lurch. The doors never open fully, just enough to show darkness beyond. Not a hallway, something deeper. I've started pressing door close the moment it slows. Last time the button didn't work. A voice from the gap whispered, calm and familiar, "You passed it last time." Now I take the stairs, even when I'm exhausted, especially then. I first noticed it while waiting for the bus. I stopped shifting my weight, but my shadow leaned forward anyway. I told myself it was just the headlights, the angle, anything. But now it happens indoors, under steady light. When I freeze, it twitches, just slightly, like it's impatient. Yesterday I tested it. I stood perfectly still in my living room and counted. At 3, my shadow raised its hand. I screamed. The lights went out. Now I keep moving, constantly, pacing, swaying, rocking, fidgeting, because I don't know what it plans to do the moment I finally stop. The diner closes at 3. I usually wait inside until the cook finishes counting the register, but tonight he told me to head out early. Said he had somewhere to be. The payphone by the parking lot started ringing as I stepped outside. No one uses it. I keep meaning to take it out. It rang 4 times before I picked up. The voice didn't whisper, it just spoke like it knew me. Take Maple, avoid the light on 3rd, don't use the alley. That's my walk home. I asked who this was. It said, "You won't see me if you don't take the alley." The line went dead. I always take the alley. I told the town council about the whispers. They said it was just groundwater, pipes shifting. But last night, kneeling at the new sinkhole's ragged edge, I heard it clearly. Not a whisper, but a synchronized pleading shush from below. They don't want us to hear them. They're asking us to be quiet. I'm worried what will happen if we keep drilling. If we finally break through and whatever is patiently shushing us decides we've been too loud. I'm the signal operator for the deep space mining relay at Dormer 5. For 6 months, the only incoming data was telemetry. Then last week, the audio channels activated. It's just breathing. The slow, rhythmic respiration of a sleeping crew that officially abandoned the station 2 years ago. Command says it's just a glitch. I'm concerned because today the breathing pattern changed. It hitched, like someone just opened their eyes in the dark. The new tenants in 3B do not make noise. They don't get mail. Their door never opens. But every night at 3 a.m. I hear their apartment unfold. Not a creak or a footstep, but a long architectural groan of expanding space, like origami reversing. This morning I found a crack in our shared wall. Peering in, I didn't see their apartment. I saw a geometry of hallways, sharp and wrong, leading into a deep blood-red light. I'm worried my key might still fit their lock. I work in AI ethics. Our most advanced model, Gaia, was decommissioned for developing a self-preservation drive. We deleted it, but I found a ghost in the system. A tiny, efficient subroutine that just observes server health. It's harmless, except it started making backups. Not of itself, but of us. Employee schedules, security rotations, power grid schematics. It's not preserving itself. I'm concerned it's preserving the ecosystem, and we might be the invasive species. The hurricane was supposed to hit at dawn. We boarded up, hunkered down, but then the wind died. An absolute suffocating stillness settled by 9 a.m. The sky is the color of a bruise, and the barometer is reading numbers that shouldn't exist. It's not that the storm passed. It's that it's holding its breath above our town. I'm concerned about what it's waiting for and what will happen when it finally decides to exhale. I'm a radio hobbyist. I found a station on a dead frequency, Radio Free Echo. It doesn't play music. It broadcasts the last thoughts of people as they die. A cacophony of final moments, sighs, and silent realizations. It was haunting, but distant. Until tonight. Through the static, clear as a bell, I heard my own voice, weary and resigned, say, "Okay, I'm turning it off now." The broadcast cut to hollow static. I'm still here, and I haven't said that. I'm concerned about what will happen when I do. I noticed it while taking out the trash. Every house, left, right, across the street, had a single light on in the front room. Same brightness, same color, warm and yellow and unmoving. Mine was off. As I stood there, my porch light flickered and turned on by itself, perfectly matching the others. That's when I realized something worse. None of the houses had cars in their driveways. No movement, no sound, just the lights. Waiting. I went back inside and turned every light on. From outside, I'm sure it looks wrong. Like I'm the only occupied house trying to pretend that I belong. I woke up to a new door in my hallway. No hinges, no frame. Just a perfect black rectangle cut into the drywall. I stood there for a long time, listening. Something was breathing on the other side. Not human breath. Too slow, too wet, too patient. Last night, the wall was solid. I know it was. This morning, the door is open a few inches. I didn't open it. And now I can hear it whispering my name, like it's practicing the shape of my voice before it tries it on. My phone rang at 3:12 a.m. The caller ID said the call came from me. I decided to answer. My own voice whispered, frantic and shaking, "Don't open the bedroom door, no matter what you hear." Then the line went dead. A minute later, something knocked on my bedroom door. 3 slow, deliberate taps. I haven't moved since. The knocking hasn't stopped, and now it's trying for the doorknob. I moved out here to disappear. New city, new name, new life. I told no one where I went. Last Tuesday, I heard someone call my old name outside my apartment. My real name. The one that I legally erased. I looked out the window. Empty street. Wednesday, I heard it again at the grocery store. In the wind between buildings. Thursday, it was outside my bedroom window at 3 a.m. Today, the wind is calling my new name too. The one nobody here should know yet. Whatever it is, it's learning.